Hey everybody, I thought I'd do a quick video to kind of respond to a comment that I got asking about AIT. Um, the question was basically just, what is AIT like? Well, at the time I was just a girlfriend, so I don't know how it was like as a wife. We got married towards the end of AIT, so um, let me see, basically pretty much right after they graduate, or at least the day after they graduate, my husband got shipped off to AIT. So once he got there, they went through like a short reception, and at that point he was still allowed to use his cell phone. Basically, it was a lot easier communication-wise because basically what happened was they go to class during the day and then they go back to the barracks for the night so they can talk to you as much as they want. Well, except for not during bed check. But yeah, it's pretty easy in that sense. The length of AIT depends. Oh, and for those of you who don't know what AIT is their technical training, where they train them on their MOS or job. Basically, the length of time that they're in AIT is based on their MOS. It's going to be different from, say, for example, if you're in infantry or if you're medic. I think I heard what the most standard AIT times is about 5 weeks. Don't quote me on that, but my husband's AIT time was considered to be longer than normal, which was 15 weeks. And of course, if you're a medic, then they're going to most likely be in there for a longer time because they have more to be trained on. So yeah, the only thing is, and the cool thing is about too, like if you live near the base that they're at, you'd be able to basically see your significant other on the weekends because unless they, the platoon screws up or something, they get weekend passes for the most part. So, and I don't know if they have like levels that they move up. I don't really recall if they have to be, I forget how it works, but once they get to a certain point, they're allowed to take weekend passes. And what's cool, my husband was even allowed to come home on a 4-day. He flew down to see me, so we even got married on a 4-day, which was cool. So it really depends. That also depends on if they have lead time, but if you live close and you can see them, I'm not sure how it works, but I think somebody that I heard of that was in AIT where my husband went, his wife was actually living not far from base, so every night he would go home to her instead of going to the barracks. I'm not sure how exactly that works, but yeah, so it's a lot easier in that sense. Trying to think of what else. There really isn't much else to it. They still are going to wake up every morning for PT. They go to class during the day. They're not allowed to have their cell phones in school or in class. And I think there's even certain areas that they're not allowed to have their cell phones out. But again, that depends on the base. In their rooms, if they don't have a cell phone, if you're worried about that, they do have payphones around, from what I understand. They also, at least the base that my husband was at, you could pay so much a month to get access to their wireless network for internet. So it, you know, I don't know how it is, like I said, on every base. Sorry, I got distracted by the TV. Um, it depends if they have internet access. This particular base did. So you can email, you can Skype if you want to, which is cool. They're allowed to have computers, so if you're wondering on if you should let them have it, if you want to bring it to their graduation from basic training, usually they're allowed to have it. You just want to make sure that it doesn't get roughed up on the move to their AIT site. You might want to wait till they're at AIT to ship it to them if that's what you want to do. Actually, I think I brought my husband's computer to him, so he was able to take it. What else? Yeah, they can. The cool thing is going to be a little bit easier for them too because it's a little bit more lenient. They're allowed to have a TV in the room. They're allowed to have their computer. Basically, they can have all that stuff as long as they can lock it up at the end of the night, or while they're out in their locker. Um, but yeah, it's pretty much. And on the weekends, as long as they, I guess, behave themselves, they can go out and, you know, go see a movie or whatever. They can go off base. But yeah, there's really not much else. They may handle some more paperwork. They might try to get you to handle that. But other than that, I don't really know anything else. It's kind of out of my head now because my husband's at his permanent duty station, has been for a little bit. So he's actually on JRTC, which is the pre-deployment training. So yeah, pre-deployment training. Yeah. If anybody has any questions about that, I'll be happy to answer those. But just let me know if you want to hear about that. But yeah, I hope that gives a little bit of information. If you have any other like specific questions that you need me to answer, feel free to ask. Just comment or video respond, whatever you want to do. And I'll definitely try to get back to you as soon as I can. I'm sorry it took me so long to respond this time. It just, I've been so busy with school and everything else, and I actually went and visited my husband for the holidays, so it's been pretty busy. But I hope this helped a little, and I will talk to you guys soon. Thanks. Bye.